It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, here we are on Friday. Happy Friday to you. It's going to be a great weekend. I hope you have some good plans. We have plans, right? We got stuff going on.
We do. Yes. Run around ragged. It's what we do, right?
Busy weekend. All right. We will start with some news on this Friday. Man, can't imagine, but what an emotional time for Riley Strain's family. He, of course, the 22-year-old Springfieldian who died in Nashville back in March after drinking too much alcohol, and then somehow, we're not sure yet how, ending up in the Cumberland River and drowning. His parents accepted his diploma posthumously at the University of Missouri. Riley's name was the very first one to be called, and man, you can't imagine what his parents are going through during this.
No. And that whole thing is still under investigation as well. But an honor for them at Mizzou to be able to get that diploma for sure.
Yeah, because that was such a huge news story in Columbia, in Springfield, in Nashville.
Yeah, nationally.
Really, it was
national
news. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. In other news, North Springfield is getting some new apartments. A piece of land that was rezoned almost 2 decades ago is just now getting the apartments. It's near 1700 East Valley Watermill Road. Triple S Properties has received the green light to move forward with their submitted final development plan for the apartment building. 3-story apartments consisting of about 72 units, but it's been almost 20 years in the making.
Yes, and a surprise to neighbors because they didn't see that coming, because it's so old that it was approved or rezoned,
right.
So yeah.
Rezoned.
All right, now to this, it is almost deja vu because you remember this story before. One lane of westbound Highway 60 near the 65 interchange is shut down to make repairs after a sinkhole. A different sinkhole, another sinkhole. This time a different lane is closed and it is a damaged pipe under the road apparently that needs to be fixed. The far left passing lane of westbound 60 between the 65 interchange and Glenstone is closed for repairs. The highway department is also blocking off the eastbound shoulder along with the median as that work is being done. It could be a few more weeks before they reopen. They were working on it at least yesterday evening. I don't know. I assume they're back out there this morning as well.
Well, I'm sure they're trying to do it as quickly as possible because it's a highly traveled road. But it did take a while the last time they were working on it. They kept digging out the sinkhole and had to add more rock and because you want to fix it right whenever you're going to fix it.
Right. Whew. Isn't that crazy? Because you drive over that every single day and then whoosh, the road just gives way underneath you, nobody was hurt, by the way. So there's that. Meanwhile, a bridge over I-44 near Halltown, west of Springfield, is closed. MoDOT is replacing it on Route PP right there by Hood's truck stop. This weekend, beware on I-44. Crews will detour traffic on 44 at the bridge to demolish it. The interstate will close between 7 p.m. on Saturday, so tomorrow, and 4 a.m. on Monday morning. So watch out.
We're headed to Tulsa at a couple of different times this weekend, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Interstate 44 will be still open. Yes.
It will be. Yes.
You detoured
and
it.
Yes.
Probably overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope so, because we got to use it. More than 200 abandoned oil wells in Missouri are being capped and removed. Most of those are located in Vernon County near Kansas City. $5 million grant from the federal government is paying for the project. Won't be finished until late 2027. This is going to take a while. The problem is the wells are all abandoned and create environmental issues. Missouri oil wells, I bet you didn't know this, mostly along the western edge of the state, have produced nearly 14,000 barrels of oil since January. All right.
I didn't know that. You're right. You're right, sir.
That's not a ton of oil, but
it's something. It ain't nothing.
It's not nothing. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, an anonymous donor is matching up to $100,000 in donations to Drury University. The school is working out on its $50 million Fortify the Future campaign right now. At this point, Drury has already raised about $40 million of that goal. The O'Reilly and Wooten families have already pledged $1.5 million in matching funds to that campaign. So I would say 40 out of 50 million collected. They're doing pretty well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good for them.
Springfield's second crumble cookie store will open next week. It is located off Independence in front of the Walmart there near Highway 60. The grand opening is set for 1 week from today, May 24th. This is the second location in Springfield. Apparently, the first one must be doing fine on North Glenstone there at Kearney. That one opened back in March, and they're opening a second one. So I feel like that's a good sign, right?
They are good cookies. We used to
Must
get them
be.
occasionally when we'd go up to Kansas City because that's when they had them. Now Springfield has them, which is also nice. They're big, though. Man, they're big. Kansas City
Cut 'em
Chiefs
like a
schedule
piece
for the
of
year.
pizza and eat them like you can just get like a piece. Someone brought some to work and they cut it up like a piece of pizza with like 8 little slices, and it was the perfect
Now, that's smart.
bite-sized dessert.
Because somebody brought them to my work, and I took a whole cookie, but it was like this. I think it was like a carrot cake. I think, but it was
Was it like the
basically 2
double-decker
cookies.
cookie that you then brought home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate the
Yes,
rest of
that
it.
was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was me.
Well, I don't doubt
It was
that. But it
good.
wasn't it. It was very good, but it was massive. When I got it, and then I started eating it, I was like, I can eat like 2 bites of this because it was a cookie and then icing and then another cookie. So you basically got 2 cookies and double the icing for the price of one. Because all I did was grab it out of the box. But yeah, I couldn't finish it.
So
all right, Kansas City Chiefs schedule for this year is now out. It includes 2 games that'll be on streaming services. So prepare now. Get ready for that. They're pretty popular streaming services, though. November 29th at Arrowhead against the Las Vegas Raiders, which is still weird to say. That will be on Prime Video. So if you have Amazon Prime, you have this. And Christmas Day at Pittsburgh will be on Netflix, which I think is probably the if you have Prime, you don't get it for the shows, but you have Amazon Prime. I was prepared to that. All other games will be on CBS, NBC, Fox, or ESPN. And tickets for individual games are now on sale.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, Netflix
Chiefs fans already
and
know
Prime are better than Peacock.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean,
or
more
like,
people have it. I should
Paramount
say.
or something.
More people have. Yes.
I think so. Yes. This is too bad the team is awful, but this is a neat idea, and I like it. I might watch this game because longtime play-by-play announcer Joe Buck will come back to the broadcast booth for baseball and announce the Cardinals game with broadcaster Chip Carey for the St. Louis game against the Cubs. That will be on Bally Sports Midwest on May 24th. That is cool because I used to listen to both of their fathers when I was growing up. Joe's father, Jack Buck, was a longtime broadcaster for the Cardinals. And Harry Carey, of course, was a Cubs broadcaster. But before he was a Cubs broadcaster, he was a Cardinals broadcaster. And those two worked together. So Joe's dad and Chip's grandfather worked together. And now Joe and Chip will broadcast together. Let's see. Jack and Harry were in the Cardinals booth for 14 years together, from 1954 to 68. That was before my time.
Excuse me, sir. Is it possible that I was Harry Carey for a skit in college? I do believe it was a broadcasting skit. Did he have like a really, really like just if I can't do the accent now.
Big black glasses, and he goes, "Hey,
yes,
welcome.
That was who I was.
It's the Chicago Cubs
in college, and it was hilarious because I had to watch clips of him to like get it down, and I got it down, I just remember
what probably happened. What what probably happened is that you watched clips of Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey, and that's what you were doing. You were doing the impression of
Yes.
Harry
It's
Carey.
all coming back. It's all
Right.
coming back to me
Yeah.
now. That's it.
Because
Harry
now,
Carey.
I mean,
Babe,
if
I
somebody's
know
going
Harry
to do
Carey. What are you talking about? I know exactly who he is.
if somebody's going to do an impression of George H.W. Bush, it's not
Yeah.
got that 1,000 points of light, and it's the Dana Carvey version of that. So you're
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
an impression of Dana Carvey doing an impression of George H.W. Bush. Yeah, that's how that
Right.
works now.
Okay.
But Will
Got it.
Ferrell doing Harry Carey is the best.
Anyway, I don't know if you told the good folks of the Ozarks. That's happening on May 24th. So if you want to see that, May 24th, right? Joe
That's
Buck
correct.
alongside Chip Carey, right? Did you say that?
Yep.
Did you say that part?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This weekend is the one and only Sucker Days happening in Nixa, and it celebrates the sucker fish. Although it's not much of a celebration, I guess, for the fish because they get eaten, but it is a celebration for the people. It goes from today through Sunday. It features lots of sucker fish, as well as live music, arts and crafts, rides, a pie eating contest, a parade, and much more. All happening in downtown Nixa this weekend. Also,
It is
today,
Nixie's claim to fame.
it is. I have seen billboards. My dog is chewing on a toy. No, sorry. Okay. Also, today and tomorrow, it is the annual auto swap meet. I've been to an auto swap meet or two in my lifetime. This one is at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. There will be project vehicles and then fancy new cars that are all the way done and finished, and everything in between. So if you want to go to the swap meet, it is free to attend. It'll cost you $5 to park. And it is, again, Friday and Saturday, today and tomorrow, from 8 to 4.
Okay.
Sounds like a good time. Have you been to a swap meet?
I have not been to a swap meet. Yeah.
I've been to 500 swap meets as
Really?
a child.
Do you just go,
Yes,
what do you do? Walk around and look at
with
cars?
my dad. Oh, yeah. My dad could tell you everything about every car on the planet, and we would walk around and look at cars. And you don't touch cars, by the way, just in case you
I
think
do
you
know
can.
that.
You do not.
Yeah, you
You do
can't
not.
do that. I
Yes,
can't do
they
that.
will
Yeah.
cut off your hand. All right. Tomorrow is Bark in the Park. You can spend the day with your beloved canine in Phelps Grove Park in Springfield. There is a group dog walk, assuming your dog likes groups. There's music concessions, activities. Admission is free. It's from 10 to 2 tomorrow. T-shirts are available to raise money for the Cruise Dog Park. And all of that is sponsored by our friends at the Springfield Greene County Park Board and the Citizens Dog Park Committee.
They're great sponsors. The park board is great sponsors of Around the Ozarks, as is Roto Rooter, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. We are grateful. So make sure you stop and shop at all those sponsors and support them one way or the other.
Yeah, in fact, the Thompson Sales, yes, please. I need a new car. My minivan is rolling over about 250,000 miles. But Blue Current, we ran by their, or not ran, sorry, we drove. You and I, remember we drove by their new headquarters recently. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And I said, look,
I do
there's Blue
remember that.
Current. Yeah. On South National, right?
Yeah,
On
it
far
was
South
a big
National.
office building. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah. Super
Very
nice. Yep.
Yep.
So there you go. Thanks to our sponsors. And yeah, that's the Springfield Greene County Park Board putting on that dog walk, the group dog walk. That's hilarious. One of our dogs would love it. And our other dog would be like, no, I will not. Nala just
That's
goes
true.
with the flow. And Killy is kind of a snob with other dogs.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know what
She
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
has
gets
to
her
get
nose
used
up in
to
the air. She thinks she's too cool for school. Anyway.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well,
okay.
we hope you have a fine weekend and enjoy it. Make it last as long as possible.
If
And
you
then
don't
when
have
it's
plans
over,
tomorrow, Saturday, I will be at Fordland Free Will Baptist Church at a women's conference. That's going to be a good time. Come along. Just show
Okay.
up. Just show up. So, all right. That's it. Good.
okay, we'll see you on bright and early on Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right. Bye.